entries.
And we are live. Hopefully, no tech issues. Jez, can you say a few words for the audience just so that they can test your mic?
Testing. I've had a go at this, and it should be good even after the intro runs now. I've had some time to look into it.
We're learning, right? We're trying to adapt. We're overcoming.
Hey, Jez, the chat says you're on mute.
Oh, bullshit. They do not.
I'm so proud of all of you in chat. You guys make this all worth it.
Yeah, and you called Jez on his bullshit so quickly.
Oh my god.
It's working for the first time.
We are back again with all of the interruptions of last week behind us. A few of us have less teeth, and we're feeling better, feeling more optimistic, and hopefully keen on a good session tonight as we adventure further into hither, tither, and yon. Tonight, we are joined by our faithful crew, and very excitedly, we have Maddie on as her first time with her new character as part of the main campaign. So hopefully we can all make Maddie feel very welcome as we see who she brings to the table in a moment.
Brace for chaos.
Brace for chaos, indeed. I've heard there's more edginess coming from the party, which is, I felt like we didn't have enough, so I'm so glad there's more to go for them.
Just channel your emo teenage years.
Ah, hell yeah.
Amazing.
Beyond that, tonight is a bit of a delay, but we're finally going to have our giveaway, so super keen to get that shirt out to one of you today. Apparently there is a competition in the chat to enter.
So what's going to happen is I will open that up right now.
Thank you, Jez.
And that will run through to our halftime break. Let me just find the buttons to press. Okay, so just enter exclamation giveaway to enter it. People who are our subscribers do get a bonus entry. So if you really want this shirt, this amazing shirt, I'm actually going to stand up and just show you all what it looks like because it is very awesome.
Oh, look
this
at
is
the
it.
modeling career you've missed out on.
Look at this. I know, right? That's it. Gelatinous cube shirt. We're wearing it all day. It's absolutely fantastic.
And I believe there's a pictures on socials if you want to see it in
there it is right there.
High definitions.
Modeled by someone much better looking than I am on screen right now.
I see Green Zerg is my uncle, jumped in straight away, so well done, well done. And thanks again for Aeoncraft for providing that one to give away. It is so exciting to throw that out and give back to the community. So check out Aeoncraft if you haven't already. My wallet has not thanked me, but my dice gambling habits have. So there's some gorgeous sets there, some gorgeous outfits, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. Looking forward to seeing a lot more stuff in the coming months. We got some events. Dan, any giveaways, any fundraisers, any good stuff?
Yes, we are still currently raising money for Starlight Children's Foundation. I have one donation to call out. Thank you for the $50 donation to Mr. Jeremy. Very, very happy with that. Your money is going to an excellent cause. And it's also tax deductible, which is always good with tax time just around the corner.
Your accountant will thank you for supporting a good cause.
Exactly. And we thank you too. Also, so that's going to be running until the 20th of April. Now, the donating won't help you win the giveaway, but it puts good karma out into the universe, so you never know. But if you are able to donate, that's fantastic. If you're not able to donate, please do share so we can raise money to help sick children in hospital. Also, I do believe that there is a special little something that might be included with the giveaway. Some homemade things made by our own Maddie.
Oh.
I made these.
What?
Are those dice bags?
So there's a dice bag, and it comes with a tassel, which everyone loves. It's got dragons and tissue to bulk it up. Woo! Dragons on the inside with a matching money pouch, which has a key and a bead, if you guys can see that. That's pretty fancy. And it's scales on the inside with fabulous fox leather.
Can I just confirm that the tissue is included with the giveaway? Because otherwise I feel a bit ripped off.
Well, I can now. Yeah, sure. Free tissues for everyone.
Thank
Come
you.
with
It'd be better if it was TP because that'd be a
Are we
commodity.
barred from this end tour? Because now I really want that.
And then I also made this lovely dice tray.
Oh my god!
Snaps
Oh, wow.
together so you can have it flat in your folder or binder for easy taking with you to your
Oh, that's
game.
fantastic.
That's
And
awesome.
Are we giving all of them away or just like one of those tonight?
Nah,
That's insane.
Nah, bundle it, man.
Just
Oh my
everything in one
God.
go.
Holy crap!
I'm
Oh,
still gonna
alright.
not make
Well-
more of something. Like I have it so
Okay,
much.
well, on the side, we'll have to commission you as well for some of our own, apparently. But this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, people. Get on the giveaway, get sharing. Let's get some good prizes out to all of you.
Matty has more skills than the whole party combined.
You're not. You're not.
All right, come on. I didn't need to be called out that bad just today.
Oh.
Awesome. Before we jump into the intro, a quick recap for all of you joining us tonight. As the party got into the Feywild proper last session, they found their way to a sentient hill at which a goblin waited for them, who was the bearer of keys. Conveniently, they had a Fey dragon with them that was trapped in an enchanted cage. The goblin, to their surprise, had the key available to unlock the Fey dragon, and as they stumbled further into the cave at the top of the mountain, they found a lost library. The party spent 3 days searching inside the library for hints to what's going on and some information about their past and the setting itself. And although not all of them were successfully studious, many of them walked away with revelations to what has been ailing them and the party since the beginning. As they stepped out, they found themselves ready to head to Downfall, the next location that they needed to get to if they were to ever get to Zabilna and figure out what was going on with the Feywild. And it is at that moment, as they step out onto the hillside, onwards to the next part of their journey, that we pick up tonight's session. So with that, Jez, I'll throw it to you, and you can run the intro. And with that epic introduction out of the way, let's dive straight in to tonight's session. As the party heads down the hill, their fearless leader, Finry Flathop, leading the way, his ears pointing so perfectly in the distance towards their now clear objective. They have in their company the Fey Dragon, Sir Telvier, who now motions to the party as they begin their journey. I am so glad that I made my way with you all here. As you know, though, I must get back to the Sealy Court, for I must tell my queen of the dangers that fall upon the Feywild now. what the sisters have done, these witches, the Bavlorna trio, has truly devastated everything that we have come to know about this place. I have been observing you all, and I think it is in our best interest to let you know of what I have uncovered. For if there's any party in this place that has a chance of getting to the three witches and uncovering the plot that they have set forth, it is probably you.
The cows.
You can count on the cows.
I've always had an affinity for dairy, and here you have shown that this particular flavor is definitely worth pursuing. As I understand, the coven, known as the Hourglass Coven, taken over by Bavlorna and her two sisters, has set forth the Eaglewolf's Cauldron. And with it, they have frozen Zybilna and the time around Zybilna's palace, trapping the Archfey inside.
Thank you for pausing so we can write the notes down.
It is all good. I can see you've all got note paper out. It's important for me to articulate so precisely.
Yes, make sure you guys take notes, okay?
Just to clarify one thing there, did you say frozen time?
Correct. As I understand, the way that they have stopped her from having her influence on the world and therefore starting to hurt the very fabric of the Feywild is that they've somehow used Igglewolf's Cauldron to freeze time and space around the palace itself.
Can you spell Igglewolf's Cauldron?
I can try my best. I've learned to spell in Fey Dragon, so you'll have to forgive my common. But it starts with an I, like I am a great knight, and then begins in the second phase with a GG, like good game or great guts, depending on your particular preference.
Great game.
It then progresses to will, but without a second L. So like somebody who would slap a bitch, but without a second L.
Sorry, what?
We have a bit of a story in the Feywild. It's about a great entertainer that was offended by a small jape and ended up slapping the living daylights out of the particular jester. But that is a story for another day.
Oh, got it.
Just when I thought it was over.
Another one. Sorry, I'm not finished. The last letter there is a V for victory, as in winning a acting tournament to be given the V, the victory.
Igglewolf?
Igwills.
So it's okay, Rafe. We'll get you up to speed on letters and numbers shortly.
Again, any error is on my part. I do apologize.
They're absolutely on your part.
That's all right. I've got the GG.
I will post it in the Twitch chat so that anybody that's actually trying to follow along can see how Igglewolf is spelled.
We should all just take notes about how did you spell it? IGGILLV. I dropped the W.
That's good fun.
And so, Talavar, would you happen to know how we might learn of or understand more about this Igwil's Cauldron? Because I am very much aware that we cannot just turn up and hit it on its side. It's clearly not made of that kind of material.
I know a bit of Igglewolf's Cauldron. There is a storied past behind it.
Mm-hmm.
That was ominous.
That was
Springs on my broom.
And yes, Emily, I do live in Queensland, and I think kudos is deserved for anybody that's up here in the great state of Queensland. Yes, as the story goes, it was Igglewilf themselves who crafted it, but not alone. It was with the help of her adoptive mother. Have you perhaps heard of the Archfey Baba Yaga?
Baba Yaga.
I don't know. Have I?
Make a history check.
Actually, maybe I should be doing that.
You
'cause
can
I'm more
also
like
make a
believe-
history check
Okay,
with all
cool.
of your studies.
Can I do it? Because I'm literally grew up in the Feywild.
Yes, you also may. Make a
I
history-
wrote a 20.
You wrote a 20 or rolled?
Yeah, I
a
wrote a
20?
20. See, 20 in the chat.
I was like, I don't know how to tell you this, but that's not how D&D works. But it's,
Oh, sorry, I rolled a 20.
The 4, very good, very good. You know as much about Baba Yaga as you know about the directions in the Feywild.
Fantastic.
As far as you're concerned, it's John Wick.
So mine was a 14, but I'm guessing
14, no.
Do not
20
speak his
overall.
name.
Hector, you've heard of some rumblings of great witches, and as you begin to be flooded by memories that are not your own, you also see long nights in rooms researching forbidden magics, and the name Baba Yaga appears in your distant memories.
Hmm.
Flint, with your 20, you also performed your studies, but you were not alone in that, and you were actually quite aware of it. You read that Baba Yaga, as much as your world is an echo of the Feywild, there were stories of ancient magics that were from evil sources. People that could do things that were by many considered evil and beyond reproach, others saw as a source of their power. Baba Yaga was perhaps most famous in this space, and there are memories you have of sacrifice of children and the consumption of human flesh, and other forbidden rituals that you try to blot out of your memory. But that name sears as a hot iron in your mind.
Yeah. That would, yeah. That's savage.
As Sir Talavar brings around his explanation, he lets you know. I believe that as you might be heading there anyway, Downfall might be your next best location. For if you're ever to find the bottom of this, you must make your way to the palace. Only there will you find out exactly how to stop whatever the timey-wiminess is that is affecting Zabilna. Although, on the way there, you might find the witches themselves could provide insight. All I will say for now is that, from what I've heard, Belvorna perhaps is not as fond of her siblings as she would let on. I have heard that there is potentially a bit of bad blood between them. As with all hags, they are often seeking only power for themselves. It is perhaps why they have split up the Feywild amongst themselves. For there is division with these magical barriers that seem to be holding back any of us traveling beyond our immediate location. If you find your way beyond, you might find your way to Zabilna, and from there, find a way to bring the Feywild back to its previous place.
And Sir Talavar, would you happen to know which direction from here Downfall is?
Down?
He looks around the hill, finding his bearings. He looks up towards the northwest of where you are now.
Definitely down.
He says, if you look towards the north there, you'll notice a mountain range peeking out from the clouds. if you head towards there, you will eventually find your way to a small village that sits there beyond the old road that led to the palace. I will warn you, though, the brigands in that space are very heavy, and there's a heavy presence. And he turns to you, Finry, and he says, your friend Flathop will be able to tell you all about the leader of the brigands there. But I must warn you that they are not to be trifled with, and they may yet try and stop your journey to downfall itself.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Quick question: were my ears pointing in the direction that he told us to go?
They may be pointing a bit too north. You adjust them as you hear. You're like towards the right direction. He says, if there's nothing else, I will make haste. My wings have rested, my body healed, and I must fly back to my Sealy court.
Well, happy flying.
I shall see you all in Downfall, and we shall then again meet my faithful companions.
Safe travels. We'll see you soon.
You as well. I
Bye.
wish you all the best in your journey, and do not stare too long into the swampland, for the swamp may stare back.
I believe that.
Malchus
Depends on
has
the
a think
warning.
for a little bit and looks to Flint and Hector and asks, hey Flint, Hector, I understand, this seems like a good cause and all, but does this really align with our goals? Do we really need to be doing this?
He's got
How
a
does
point
this
there.
get us to the next circle? Is this
Well,
important?
speaking of the next circle, I did seem to find some more information about that. I think we may have. We got to figure out a way to get to Yorn, I think it is. Try and look for my notes. Yeah, Yorn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where the next circle is located, somewhere in there. So maybe I have to figure out a way to get past these barriers first.
Yeah, look, I'm also really interested in this time cauldron. If what we heard about coming into this place is that time is a completely mess to what we're used to in the normal plane, then the ability to control that is of most interest. So circles or no, I
It's
think there's
true.
great power here that we can certainly use to our advantage.
I
You
can't
make a
disagree
good
with
point,
that.
Hector. And
does
there
make a
might
good
be
point.
yeah, we can hit two birds with one stone. Why not?
Okay, good. And it's decided then. Rabbit. Where's that rabbit?
So whilst they were talking amongst themselves, I was having a bit of a chat to Mr. T, giving him the offering of compost from all the food that I made whilst we were staying here. Here you go, Mr. T. This is for you. Also, if you don't mind, I could use it as an exchange for this book
What is it that
from the
you
library.
seek to take out of my library, child?
Oh, it's just a book about my friend's god. I just want to know a little bit more.
A tome on Anubis.
Yeah.
I will grant you this in exchange for the gift that you have bestowed upon my roots.
It's nice. I can put some spices on it if you want. I don't know if you have taste buds.
I do not have taste buds, but I appreciate the thought.
Well, safe travels. Yeah, safe travels. I'll probably see you around again at some point.
May
If I
we
find
meet
it-
again, Finry, in this realm or the next.
Keep it sleazy, and I'll walk away.
And as you all step off of Telemy Hill, it begins to fade from view. Looking back, all you now see where it once was is empty swampland, almost as if it never existed to begin with.
Well, guys.
That
we
was
walk pretty
really
fast.
weird. Yeah.
No, it's pretty much how things go here.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm finding that seems to be a pattern.
Yeah. Now we have to go this direction, northwest.
That's north.
You don't know. You don't have a fey compass. You don't know.
You see these ears? They never lie.
Exactly. You don't even go here. Yeah. So we're just gonna keep an eye out for those bandits. If we see them, probably avoid them where possible. Yeah. Let's go.
Do your ears point magnetic Fey North or true Fey North?
It's not really about magnetics. It's more about like the ley lines of the magic of the Feywild. It's kind of how you can tell direction here. It's not so much to do with like magnetics. Like if any of you have a compass, like if you pull it out, it's probably not going to show you the proper directions.
So now what you're trying to say that you're guessing?
The journey is the one. The journey is the one that you'll need to take, not necessarily the one that you want to take.
Exactly, narrator. Exactly.
As we start to head off, I wanted to have a quick chat to Harm. Harm, I know that we sort of gambled with some time in Telemy Hill. Tell me, has your degeneration, I don't know what other word to use for it, accelerated over the last few days we spent on the hill? Or slowed?
I think that the word degeneration is wrong.
Probably.
That would give an aura or a thought of a deterioration, like a bad thing. Nobody that I'm talking to seems to think it's a bad thing.
Curious who you're talking to, because I'm pretty sure everyone here is very wary of you, quite literally falling apart.
I'm not too worried by the opinions of mere mortals. I've got a glorious God who's bestowed this beautiful thing on me. Who am I to question it?
Okay, each to their own, but I mean, I just want to make sure you're doing all right, and the fact that over the last few days, if time has increased or slowed, I'm just wondering, how has that impacted your, well, for lack of a better term, transformation?
That actually is a fantastic term. That's a fantastic term. Look, it's ongoing. I've still got all of my facial features, and my body's still my body, and I've still got my snake curled around my arm underneath my robe. But
I'm sorry, what?
My snake.
You have a snake for an arm or around your arm?
No. So when we helped the dragon in our recent encounter with the large snakes, one of the things that I kind of obliterated a snake by myself. I, was able to take enough life essence that I actually transformed it into a smaller snake, and that smaller snake was connected to me, and it's now just been, nestling in my robes. I just lift up my arm a little bit and pull down my sleeve a little bit and put on my glove a little bit and let the snake just kind of poke its little head out, little tongue hisses.
Just a little head. Just
a little head pops up like, someone talking about me?
Hector jumps.
It is a muscle snake, right?
It's fine.
Do you need anything for that? Is that troubling you?
I deal in taking and giving life, Hector. I'm totally at peace with where I am at the moment and the path that I'm on with Anubis. It's a glorious moment. I mean, not everybody in the group seems to think that I'm of sound mind, maybe, or that I talk about Anubis in a particular way, but I mean, some people think about fate, some people call it the universe. I just have a more specific name, and mine talks back to me, and I listen, and I obey, and it hasn't led me astray yet. I've become more and more powerful. I've joined this group as we've gone through and done a number of amazing things. I've been able to make an impact. I'm not wandering aimlessly through the things that we're doing here. I'm wandering with purpose. And part of that is something that I'm not sure about the future, but I'm okay with that because everything behind me has worked out exactly how it was meant to be.
Lavorna's name is in your book. There's your glorious purpose.
Something you just said just really caught my attention. You can hear something in your head. It speaks back to you.
Well, it's not so much in my head. It's when I pray, and I mean, it's Anubis. It's a glorious god of Wayne, right?
But you can hear it.
Well, he speaks to me. I see him.
How do you see it?
Well, I mean, before the slaughtering that happened at Anubis Point, that everybody is really concerned about, you know, I was able to have an audience with him. He took me into a place between the living and the dead, spoke to me, gave me this task. The very first time I met him, I heard him. He called to me. He called my name, a name that nobody else has known or called me by. And this was a special thing. It's not like, you know, hearing an echo or anything like that. It's a conversation.
Intriguing. You're a strange person, Harm, but
No means
curious
to butt
person,
in,
but
but
that's-
you know, Marcus does talk to his sword, who is now
Yeah.
a living being.
You guys all talk to somebody that's not real.
I talked to the narrator. Does that count?
You're the breaking of the fourth wall, or that's your power. As you're all walking and having a bit of a discussion as you march, you notice again, as the swampland is wont to do, that it begins to the level of the water begins to go down. What started as knee-high water for most of you has now simmered away, in leaving behind the mud that's now left to trudge through in front of you. And as you begin to go through this mud, you all hear the faint sounds of a stream that seems to be bubbling ahead of you.
Bubbling.
What do you all do?
Do we think we need some fresh water? None of the water that we've had here along the way has been potable.
do we trust this? Can I get a sample and like test it?
You can definitely try. Are you going to dive in?
No, I
wouldn't
just want to
dive
get a
in.
sample in a tube and apply some alchemical testing to.
Yeah, no,
see how
feel
it
free
goes.
to take a little bit of a sample if you like.
Okay. How does it test? Does it test as safe for drinking and refreshing?
Chemically, it seems surprisingly clear.
Is the water warm or something? Is it like spring water?
Are you going to inspect it?
I was asking Hector. Since he's doing the testing.
I don't think
you know.
it's warm. I mean, it looks like it's coming down from the mountains, but I rarely see water this clear.
As you begin to inspect it and sort of spend some time just looking at it and trying to understand it, can you roll a 1d8, please?
I can. It's a 7.
With the 7, you see a reflection in the water, which, as you begin to look at it, doesn't seem to match what you expect. And you see two fish swim past each other in the murky waters, in the clear waters, rather,
Of the stream?
of the stream. And just like that, they seem to disappear as they swim away up the stream away from you.
Flint, there's certainly fish in this water. It can't be too contaminated. There's living creatures in here.
I guess.
Is anybody else looking at the stream, checking it out?
I'm hearing the word fish. Rafe,
There.
Rafe stumbles over.
Can you
Finrys
also
just
roll?
watching the people, or like the people who are like, you know, he's supposed to be guiding them, and he's just like, I just want to see what's going to happen next.
Can you roll a d8 for me as well, please?
A 7.
A 7, excellent. Do you want to go up or down?
Or do I see fish again?
No. You're seeing something else.
Oh, goody. I'll just re-roll.
All right, sounds let fate decide. Another 7.
No way.
Fate says make your own decisions.
Hey, if it's a 7, you see the same 2 fish swimming around again. You're like, damn, these fish are plentiful of this water.
I know. An 8.
Anybody else going in for some water? Maybe having a drink? What's the play?
I'm definitely not having a drink. I still
You're
don't
not?
trust it. No.
Are we moving
I-
past?
I'll have a sip. Like, if it looks crystal clear to Hector, have a sniff. I'm gonna have a little sip out of my vial, like a shot's worth.
It goes down real easy. You find yourself hydrated, and you feel like a stream like this with such beautiful fish really can't be that bad.
Good,
it seems
Hector?
okay. It seems good.
Yeah,
You
man.
are aware that the fish have peed in that, right?
Maybe it's just the
It's
flavor.
quite salty, right?
Look at the stream; it filters it out. It's fine.
Yeah, Malchus will come in and have a good gulp.
Can you
Thirsty.
roll a d8, please, Malchus?
Inflatable cat, don't throw points at Robin
Stop
while he's...
doing that, cat.
I feel like the rest of us are going to need constitution bonuses in a second.
He's already getting in our heads.
Just while everyone
What
else
was
is
your roll,
dipping.
sorry?
5.
Okay. Sorry, Dave?
I was just going to say, while everyone else is dipping their toes in the water and having a drink and staring at the reflection, I'm just going to take 10 seconds and just sit down and pray to Anubis. Just ask him, just make sure he's on the right track and nothing big. Just doing something off to the side while everyone else is having a drink.
I
We
would
will
like to
get to you in a moment.
suddenly watch Harm as he prays, just to suss it out and how it works.
Nice. Okay, can you roll me an investigation check, please, Finry? With a 5, Malchus, you see a reflection again, but this time you see a satyr whistling to himself as he reclines in a metal cage that dangles off the end of a boom over a lake.
A what? A satyr.
So like a half man, half goat.
Oh.
Like goat legs and little goat horns.
You guys see this? This strange creature? This goat man.
See what? I don't see anything.
Roll
have a look, he's right
roll a
here.
d8, please, Flint.
I did something.
Before you claim you don't see anything.
6.
With a 6, you see a short, mean-looking old woman wearing a red hat, a leather apron, and iron boots, using a cleaver to chop meat in a really drab kitchen.
Man, it's just an old butcher. What are you worried about? Wait, why is an old butcher underwater?
see an
Like,
old
this makes
butcher?
no sense. Yeah? Don't you?
No, this is a goat man in a cell.
Mine's clearly an old lady.
What are you guys talking about? It's just water with fish in it. What did you expect to be here?
I look
I haven't
around.
seen any fish, man.
Is one of you casting a spell? Is someone messing
Yeah, I
with
might
us?
look around too.
Wake
I'm
up.
a bit confused.
It's
Tom doesn't seem to react.
The stream is just pure LSD.
Rafe's eyes have gone that massive. Just waiting for the next fish to go past.
All right. Anybody else observing the water? I think we've got everybody else accounted for.
I just
Couldn't be out of that
observing
look.
if there's any crossing anywhere. Is there a bridge over the stream?
It seems like a 10-foot wide stream, but not very deep. You'd
have
be
to
able to cross it quite easily if you wanted to. And you did also have the boat from last session that
Ooh,
you
we saw the
found.
boat.
So you can keep it as long as you're happy with the fact that you're now dragging it along the mud for until the swamps rise again.
Okay.
So you have some options.
Man, dragging a boat through mud. Ooh.
So, Harm, can you please roll a D100?
Can do.
You cast fireball on the partner.
11.
You have a pretty uneventful prayer. You ask for guidance, and as per usual, you know that Anubis sometimes responds with great clarity, and other times it is as a one-way communication. This time, it felt more like you were communing with him rather than he with you.
I'm sure he'll reveal his clarity and purpose for me as we continue. Let's stand up.
With that, as you all are observing the stream, you hear a squelch from the distance as a person approaches, dressed in all black. Maddie, would you like to describe your character?
So, you probably can't see too much of him as he approaches you.
Maybe move your mic a bit closer.
Sorry, is this better? I'm trying
Got to boost that volume way up. I don't know if we can do that.
I can do that. I got that covered. You do your thing, Maddie. I got you covered.
Okay, thanks. So, as this character approaches you, you see this figure dressed in all black, face shrouded, except the very tip of a snout and whiskers poking out with grey fur. And it's not so much as a walk as it is a bunny hop.
Oh my god.
It's not giving much away.
Guys, I think the goat man's here.
Hello, can we help you? Hello?
Who goes there?
We are the cows, and you are?
But you don't look like you're the kind of sort to be milked there, friend.
Oh, sorry. It's a new acronym we're trying on. We're the Company of Wanderers.
Ah, wandered far you have then. Don't look like you belong around here.
No, this is quite true. We're actually looking for downfall. Do you know if we're on the right path here?
Well, everything that falls has got to fall down sometime.
I guess when you put it like that. And sorry, I missed your name.
Well, the name's Warbit. Warbit Cole, Mr. Cow.
Warbit Cole Mr. Cow. That is a fantastic
name. Yeah, well.
Well, I'm Hector, and these here is Finry and Dr. Rob and Rafeli DeRoxo and Malchus and Flint Wolf.
Evening.
Don't look much like a wolf either.
It's just the last name, mate. Yeah.
You creatures sure do call yourself some funny things.
Well,
so says Warbit.
Warbit's a perfectly respectable name around these parts, mate.
Hey,
you
so
call him
you're...
mate, buddy.
Ain't your guy, buddy.
Don't call her buddy, champ.
So, Warbit, you're from these parts? Obviously, you can tell that we are not. Well, most of us, but you are?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Finry here is from these parts as well. Do you guys know each other?
Geez, I don't know about you, but just because we're both Harangan folk doesn't necessarily mean that we've come from the same village.
Thank you, someone who gets it. Jesus, dude, like, fuck.
Are they all like this?
Yeah, they're kind of insensitive.
That would be trying.
Yeah, it really is. It's nice to. I don't think we've met before. I don't know. Do you go to many Fey orgies?
No.
Okay, yeah, probably haven't met them. Okay, well, yeah, we're headed towards.
Why did we
Downfall.
give you a license to speak, Dan?
I don't know. I keep saying things, and you keep me on the stream. Yeah, we're on our way to Downfall at the moment. I'm pretty sure it's this way. Have you noticed this weird ass stream?
Have I noticed the weird ass stream?
Roll a d8 as you gaze towards it.
All right, I can do that.
Contact high.
Careful, you might see an old.
Just while Warburt's looking over the screen, I'm just gonna nudge into Hector and be like, Hector, I don't even trust the rabbit that we have with us. I don't know how I feel about a second rabbit.
They're multiplying like rabbits.
And we're
keep
losing
an eye
control.
I know, right? They don't even know each other. What?
No, I think that's a good idea. I mean, we have 2 rabbits which have just turned up out of the blue. Let's just see where this takes us. Be wary.
Warbit, as you gaze upon the stream, you see a tall, thin figure wearing a pointy black hat and a hooded black cloak climbing a rickety staircase leading up to a large, ramshackle house built on stilts. As the figure approaches the house, you see their shadow seems to detach from their body, moving across the walls of the house and crawling through an open window.
All right. I don't know which one of you managed to drug me, but fess up.
What do you mean? None of us went anywhere near you, Warbit.
Yeah.
You're at least like 15 feet away from us. We're shouting for some reason.
And I look around suspiciously.
Warbit, do you know your way around these parts? Because our other rabbit is just
Temperamental.
Do I know my way around these parts, DM?
As you have found your way through this life, there is but one path, and it's the one ahead of you.
Yes. Soldier on, good friends. There is but one true path.
She's as bad as the other one.
More riddles.
It's you guys are all hung up on like destinations and stuff. It's like, you know, the point of the journey isn't the destination; it's the journey. You don't. It's
the friends you make.
Pretty much.
So
Warbit.
you participate in.
So Warbit,
Well-
are you a good cook as well, like our friend Finry?
No.
Warbit, what can I ask what you're doing out in these parts? All on your own, I think? And I look around a bit nervously.
Surprise! No.
No, I'm looking for those that went missing from the village. No one else seems to believe that they went missing, but
But you do.
doesn't matter.
What village? Who went missing?
We Harengan folk have villages. I mentioned that when you mentioned my friend.
Yes,
who
you
went.
did.
Yes. And so when we live together in a community, we try to look out for each other. And when someone goes away and doesn't come back, you know, if you're a good citizen, you try to pay attention to that.
And just out of curiosity, how many of your folk have you not seen come back?
Over the past couple of weeks, 3 weeks, it's been about 3 rabbits. You know, it's all convenient. It could be explained away by, you know, someone staying longer to do a job or getting caught up in a trade debacle, but it's something more. I can just feel it.
Do you think Blavona had anything to do with it?
I don't know who that is. Does Warbit know
that's-
who that is?
Yeah, you would. She's in this part of the Feywild. She's sort of the head honcho. Nothing happens without her explicit say so.
Is she a bad guy?
She is a part of the Witch Coven of the Hourglass Coven that has pretty much hijacked the entire Feywild. So
I'd
it
say
depends
so,
on
yeah.
whether you are part of their Hourglass Coven or if you are more aligned with Archfey Zabilna, who's currently being usurped.
No, I do believe that, yeah, she would definitely have something to do with it. We are a humble but dedicated folk, and we liked the way things were.
DM,
Yes.
Finry, considering like he knows the village that he was raised in and what that was like, but then like pretty much every other Harrigan he's come across so far, except for the ones at the orgies, have been like bandits.
Yeah,
So
you got yourself involved with the bandit crews of the Hourglass Coven.
yeah, so he's
Only because you needed a chef job, right? Like, jobs
Yeah,
are hard to
that's like-
come by.
They really are, especially in this economy. Like, jeez. So, on a scale of like 1 to 10, how much does it seem like Warbit is being genuine with the cows?
So, can
Sorry,
I
you
just
go
throw in? I've got a very high passive insight. Can
Yeah.
I tell if she's being genuine?
I will first ask you out of character there, Maddie. Are you being genuine about your story?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Cool. Dave, Harm was probably going to get a pretty authentic vibe from her.
Okay.
Finry, on your behalf, you find it hard to believe that any rabbit's gonna put themselves so far in harm's way to really save their friends. You yourself have gone out of your way to find the legendary ingredients in a bit more of a self-centered journey. This seems very out of character, especially from your perspective.
Just to be
Especially
clear,
literally in harm's way.
Yeah, I was going to say there's only been 2 hairs in my way, so
Now's not the time to split hairs.
Please don't. That would be an awful end to one of your characters.
Warbit, if we believe that Pavlova is potentially responsible for these disappearances, this is who we're trying to find as well. And we've been led to believe that the downfall is the next step in our journey to find this witch.
Well, then it sounds like I'm going on a cow muster. No.
No.
I think we should. Yeah. No, I think we should stay together.
Wonder?
I
It's dangerous
understand.
around these parts.
Yes, it's
What?
Be bandits around.
it's dangerous.
As he says, it's dangerous around these parts. He sort of like flicks back his hood, and he's got like an eye patch, with like this like scar down across the eye, and sort of shakes off and twitches his nose and sniffs the air and goes.
So, question for you then, Warbit. What is your familiarity with the Harrigan bandit sort of groups in the area?
Stay usually out of their way.
Fair enough. So you try and stay away from them and give them a wide berth.
Yeah, like unless they're probably coming to like actively attack people, then he'd like help. But at the as one lone rabbit, he's not going to kind of take them on at the moment. He's more on like a reconnaissance,
Right.
trying to find out like where these people went, looking for clues.
You got to get the rabbit squad in if you want to take on any of the big groups.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So Warbit, this
Yeah.
things could get pretty hairy around here. What skill sets are you bringing?
I cast a lot of very dangerous spells.
That sounds good enough for me. We should head off. Warbit, be careful not to. Warbit, be careful not to cut yourself on that edge.
As you guys have been speaking, the water
I sort of like look confused at my paws, and I'm like, did I not file them correctly? Like,
the water begins to rise again as you now feel the water come up to your ankles as you've been sitting discussing this in this space.
We better hurry on. It looks like it's going to be a king tide.
Let's get this moving. I think we should all jump on the raft and get across to at least the foot of the mountain where it's a little drier.
I was surprised how quickly it probably would have been much lighter for you if Rafe wasn't it the entire way and you were just dragging him.
Oh, damn, Rafe. I mean, I wasn't dragging it. Look at the size of me, but...
visibly looking around, is there an actual path?
To where, sorry?
just
No.
journey's end.
There is not. It's it is just swamp. It is a feeling you get and you can sort of see the landmarks towards the north, just coming out of this sort of thick cloud that you know is the barrier at the edge of Hither, and you know at the edge of that cloud is where Downfall is, where you've probably been to more than once at this point.
Okay. I'm gonna clamber onto the raft. Rabbits don't swim. It's that
It
way.
is now. It's more of like a boat. Like I think with 7 of you in it.
This is very cozy.
Anyone read the children's book Who Sank the Boat?
Yes.
It's just a whole D&D adventuring party. All holding onto each other.
How cramped is it? Because if we're like shoulder to shoulder, Malchus is gonna fly. That's too uncomfortable for him.
Well, I mean, it's probably already too uncomfortable for him. Given
Okay. Yeah.
There's no personal space in there.
I cast fly and I fly above the.
It's like every time I turn, does my like gun just whip around and hit someone in the head?
Yeah. It's just like flying to the ground. It's like takes
Oh,
up way
sorry.
too much room.
Sorry, guys.
Have we got any way to direct this thing? Warbot, have you got anything that can either direct us in a certain way so we know where we're going, or Finry, Warbot,
no,
are we of the
it's,
thinking that as long as we move
that
onward,
way.
that is the right direction?
Can we just
No.
double check it with
Finry.
Yeah, Finry. Which
Yes.
way is it?
Finry,
Oh,
it's that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Finry's distracted because he's trying to figure out if as we all get into the boat, he sits next to Warbit and he just wants to see who's taller.
But are both the ears point, or all 4 ears pointing in roughly the same direction, or is there like a little bit of variation?
Just some natural variance, standard
Right.
deviation.
See, guesswork. They're just
Yeah.
bullshitting.
No, it's
Absolutely,
literally
I told
just
you.
like keep Downfall in your mind, and we'll get there. If
You
we
see
go in
one
this
of
direction.
his ears just turn the complete opposite way as he speaks.
Look, I don't care
It's-
where we go right now as long as we hit dry land.
We're just going around in circles.
No. I mean, we were before, but now we're not.
A quick shout out to the stream. I'll do one last chance at signing up for the giveaway. We'll do a bit more story, but then we'll be going into our break. And when we do that, that's giveaway time. So
Enter that giveaway.
don't miss
Because we
out.
can't.
It is
I want
a
my
very
stuff.
good giveaway.
I know, I want to.
We're giving away this shirt you can see on the stream right now, plus a ton of cool stuff that Maddie has created by hand.
I don't know if they can see it on the stream because the shirt's up there.
No, it's going.
Damn
it's
you,
going,
shirt!
it's all good. The
No,
shirt
Oh,
is
there it
gone.
is.
So good.
I'll also make sure that we give away a Raging Roll signed COVID mask.
Oh,
All the crew.
awesome.
Used or not used?
You pay
You
extra
with
for that.
preference.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. As you guys are
I've been on the
venturing
whole
through the
journey.
swampland, and your boat continues to float through the space, you make good headway. It feels like for the first time, the Feywild has opened its sort of path to you and your destination. You head sort of where the water is deepest and follow its way up north, heading towards the west. And you spot in the distance what looks to be a mass of wooden platforms, at the center of which is a tree stump the size of a small mountain, a hill, a building, a cathedral. This thing is massive at its center, and you see it on the horizon as you begin to approach the space. Finry,
Wow.
you would recognize this space immediately.
That was a trade.
And probably you two. Warbit? Is it Warbit? Warbit?
A little bit.
I keep having to just say Warlock Rabbit in my mind.
I know.
You know
I know
this to
place.
be the Brigands Tollway.
Oh shit!
This
oh
is
shit! My
where
ex is here. Shit! My ex is
this
here.
is-
Shit!
this is, as you know, the headquarters of Agdon Longscarf and his gang of brigands. This is where they harass those looking and seeking passage towards Downfall, and usually they'll shake you dry before they let you past.
I am a bit wet. It's kind of like doing a service.
And is there a way around?
Not as it stands. They've blocked off the entire space between the roadway, basically. So they own this whole stretch.
Okay. Shit. Okay. Well, we have two options here. We fight our way through, or sleep our way through, or pay our way through with our bodies.
Hang on.
No, actual money.
I'm not doing that.
We
Can we
can't
not
go
just-
over it. We
I heard
can't
something
go
about
under it.
sleep. That's not easier.
I say we go through it with a fireball.
I agree.
Oh shit.
It makes me nervous. Can we not be a little more
Diplomatic.
covert?
But for
There's a
everybody at
terrorist.
home who's not aware of what the Feywild adventure really has in store for you, it is known as an adventure that you can get through almost every interaction without violence. So it makes it all the sweeter as we discuss the plan of action. Continue.
We're
we can
cleansing
try-
this place of horrible people.
We
We can
choose
definitely-
violence.
Are there
I
any
didn't say
buildings with
anything.
innocents inside? Because, we'd hate to upset any innocents with a fireball for the first time. on stream
Exactly.
or
We've got to be
anything.
really careful. Like, there could be innocent little bunnies in there who were minding their own business and just get roasted.
They're
Can we-
Oh,
complicit,
like
Finrys.
direct.
Why don't we start with spicy words before we start with spicy fireballs?
I mean,
Spicy
Is it-
words.
Yeah.
I
think
didn't
once
think
they
we'd
see
agree
us-
on much, but oh yeah, we're a bunch of badasses.
Mm.
I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 edgelords and a bunny. So
Mm.
Is there anyone around in this area other than us?
As you're approaching, it doesn't seem to be. It seems like what you can see of the walkways are fairly empty.
Flint,
Walk
can you?
through here?
Does your rifle have a scope or something?
Not really.
You could definitely will one
So-
into existence. I can almost guarantee that.
so
You've got a magical +3. Is it +2 or +3 now?
plus
I
2.
can't remember.
Your
+2,
magical
+2.
+2 sniper rifle that you can form at your whim. You can make it have
That's
a
true.
scope.
All right. Yeah,
He,
scope.
he just never thought of it before now.
Let me attach it.
Convert from your red
mean,
dot to your 4x.
I am.
My iron
I
sight
can-
to a 8x scope.
So I can always try and, see if my ex is around and sweet talk our way through.
That sounds like a plan.
Who's your ex, by the way?
I'm just going to say the only name that I have written down, which is Agdon Longscarf.
Oh, hell yeah. This is a completely different direction to this character, but I'm there for it.
He's going to regret that one.
For me, the
Yeah,
last
do I
time
see
put
anything? What do I
through
see
here-
with my magical scope?
Make a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah.
Who's got bonuses? Who's got bonuses?
That's a natural 20.
That'll do.
The 24.
You
That'll
notice
do,
in the
big.
far distance there seems to be some commotion from the tree trunk itself. As Finry, you know that's sort of where most of they're housed. So they stay in there. It's hollowed out, and it's sort of their club rooms. And you seem to see a bit of commotion, showing that whoever's
Well-
here is definitely still around.
Well, that large tree trunk, there seems to be a lot of attention or something going on over there. Definitely.
Yep, that's the main place. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, I was saying that the last time I came past this point, I just teleported through.
Can you teleport all of us?
Only me and one other.
Well,
Okay.
Shotgun.
Well, that's me and Warbit sorted, so...
But, I mean, how many times couldn't you do that back and forth to take us all through?
Probably not, no.
Hmm.
I can do it like twice.
At a
He
rough
must be a
estimate.
warlock.
They'll let us through, Hector. Don't worry.
Okay.
Does it look like? Well, what time of day is it?
You're probably approaching the evening. It seems the sun is setting, and you've got a beautiful gold sort of being splayed across the entire hither.
What are our chances of being able to sneak past at night?
Finry, you would know just in general that these people are pretty good at their whole thieving thing and don't like to leave money on the table. You have heard it said, and you've experienced it firsthand, that old Agdon is the most notorious brigand in all of Frismere.
Oh yeah, he is. So we're probably, we can try, but the chances of success are very, very, probably like less than 1%, less than 0%. These are people who are thieves and operate in the nighttime by trade. So, especially that Agdon, like he's pretty handsome. I mean, he's pretty thorough.
But aren't you one of them? Can't you just talk us through, give them the gang signs? Like, surely
Okay.
they wouldn't turn on one of their own, right?
Well, so I haven't really talked to Agdon for a little while. We kind of didn't leave things in the best place. What wasn't? It was more that I just left and didn't really say goodbye. Cause
I see.
well, it's a little bit controlling. Like it was always like me doing the cooking. Like yes, I'm a chef, but sometimes I like to be treated. And it didn't really support my drink. Anyway, it's a whole thing.
Finry.
Yes.
Can I recall that you said there are 3 rules in the Feywild?
Yes.
Hospitality.
Yes.
No stealing. And
Yes.
reciprocity.
Yes.
So, shouldn't they have to be hospitable to us?
Well,
If we give them something, shouldn't they have to reciprocate?
So, okay, so the way that can work, it can also, there are ways around the rules per se and ways to take advantage of the rules to get what one wants.
So
We want
how
to
do
get
we
past
take
Finrys.
advantage of them?
So, Robin, are you talking? You avoid...
I'll inject a little bit of flavor in here. For some reason, people in the employ of the Hourglass Coven seem to be able to skirt the binding nature of those rules.
Yes, for some reason they're able to... for some reason they're able to work outside of those rules, almost like they're using hacks or something. Hacks is Fey lingo.
It's like a hex, but it's a bit more like it's nuanced.
It's got pseudo access.
Oh no, I got admin. We're fucked.
Do what I want. No, pseudo do what I want. Fine.
On the screen for your enjoyment is Agdon, and you can see why Finry had a thing for him. What a man.
What a bunny, what a bunny, what a mighty fine bunny. Mighty fine bunny.
He can hop on over here if you know what I'm saying.
You should see what he does with that brand.
You guys just seeing like Finry's ass.
This
It's
is
just
a
like covered in
mature content stream, people.
Well, we have a mature content warning on our screen.
Fey
You can't access
orgies
it.
and good-looking bunnies.
So, obviously we need to get through this thing. We need to get through to the other side of whatever's beyond the tree stump. Like you said, Finry, we have very few options here. I think to Harm's point...
have a neat little spell that'll make something appear like it's double the value that it actually is, if that'd be handy.
So would that work
Can
on
we
like a
bribe
person?
ourselves?
I don't know. Let me check.
I'm sure it's not, but that's one interesting question.
How fast are rabbit folk?
No, it says an object.
Do you objectify Harrigan, though, is the question.
I don't know. I guess that'd be
What
to
if-
your discretion.
What about if you were the object of someone's desire?
Well, it is the Feywild.
Weirder things
Yeah,
have
it
happened.
So Harry, well, I don't know how fast I am. Like, I don't know about Warbit. Like, I am.
I have
probably about the same as-
I have some movement spells. So I've got the teleporting spell, Dimension Door. And I've got Misty Step.
Did you have a
And
lozenge or something, Warbit? Yeah,
what,
your
sorry?
voice changed. Did you have a lozenge or something? Your voice changed.
no, I
did
can't.
I-
It's Maddie out of character talking versus Warbit in character talking. That way you can differentiate them.
So, I mean, could you guys like really run past quite quickly? Use some extra spells. Be the fast and the
I
furious.
mean, I can.
I heard you, Mark.
Oof.
I heard you.
I heard you too. Well, I don't know, Warbit. You have the you can bounce like I can, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're pretty good. We can get places very. We can get away from places pretty quickly, but we can't really take anyone with us, and we can't do it too much. Like I don't know if you see me, but I'm not like a muscularly built. I'm more lithe and fast, so I can't do it a whole bunch.
I think we're potentially overthinking this, overcomplicating the situation. Like, what if let's just walk into there? Let's just walk in. If they throw down, we throw down.
What if we just keep walking and just don't stop?
What? Oh! Does anyone have? Do we
These
have?
are common
Okay,
thieves.
bear with me. Do we have 7 clipboards? We can just walk around pretending like we're supposed to be there.
No.
The entire
I know
way
exactly
through.
what we need. We need a ladder. That's what
Okay,
we need. A ladder can get you in anywhere.
Anyway,
Or a
I
plunger.
click my fingers and I produce a ladder under my arm with a
No, I
clipboard
just
and
grab the
using
other
minor
end.
illusion.
Like, all right, let's go, Hector.
Like this?
Yeah,
Is this all we need?
Swear to God, it works. Get in anywhere.
hey DM, while I'm seeing all these ladders and things appear out of nowhere, I just look around it. Are there any skeletons around in this area? Is like anything died around here?
Yeah.
I mean, entire swamp smells like death. Do you have any ability to detect things under? Because most of them will be underwater, I imagine, at this point.
There's no like bodies on pikes or those Iron Maiden style hanging.
Not yet.
Right.
Not yet, cheat.
I think
I'll
we just
sprinkle
have
that in with a bit of foreboding.
Well, what if, like, literally, okay. Why don't I go up? I know where Agdon's room is. I can go and see him, or I can announce our presence. Let's go up to the gate and be like, "Hey, Agdon, I've come to have a bit of a chat. Didn't leave things on good terms, and have a heart-to-heart. And whilst we do that, you guys sneak through and I catch up later."
Finry, how about this? Instead of that, it seems way too complicated. Instead, I just go up to them and offer them a deal. They can let us through with no problem. Maybe give us 500 gold, and in return, we spare their lives.
You see the maiden with the sword appear. My love, that is a great plan. You are so brave.
They're the aggressors, remember. They're the aggressors. They're the ones trying to extort us for money. They're terrorists.
You will surely
Henry.
be a champion worthy of all praise and storytelling.
So I tell you guys this, but I left my wallet back at home.
You also hear just, out of Hector's mouth, but not like Hector, like this one.
Oh god. Oh god.
Does the name Agdon Longscarf appear in your book?
Well, I mean, there's many names in the book. Give me a moment.
Look under E. or is it L? How does it work? Is it first name, last name, or last name, first name?
Well, it's technically
It's less of a white pages, yellow pages thing. It's more of a the names are in there and I'm guided towards them. If I'm not guided towards them, it's probably not in there.
Well, often Agdon is actually referred to as the Agdon Longscarf, so it might even be under T. Some people are weird like that.
Yeah.
And if he's got a band of hairs, then it may be, Agdon Longscarf Incorporated.
Maybe it's
Would you say
under
he's got a
the
hairband?
business name.
Trading
Like I said,
hands.
it's not really alphabetical, and just start flicking through the book.
That's a
I think
clever
we're not-
filing system.
What about Warbit?
It's not a book of
What
men.
about Warbit?
I
What
keep,
about
I
Warbit?
keep an eye out for Warbit as I'm flicking through. Do I see any of those names?
No,
Yeah.
not at this
No.
stage.
I just
I
look
sort
at
of-
Warbit and then I take a second flick through the book and just kind of peek at a face a few times as I'm just into the eye. Not today. Not today. Neither of them are in the book, Rafe. Neither.
I don't
All
get
right.
it.
So
Hey,
are
just
we
to be
going
clear,
or what?
Look, we can
So-
kill them. It's just I don't have to kill them right now. I'm not instructed to kill them.
Why don't we try diplomacy?
Right.
And then when that ultimately fails, we just use brutal violence, just like America. I mean, no, like a made-up place.
Love
that
our
doesn't
American
actually exist.
audience.
I love it, Finry.
Oh,
You're being an optimist.
As
Oh,
Clive
no.
Palmer
Yeah,
says, freedom, 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 freedom.
Yeah, exactly. Prepare, hope for the best,
Mark.
prepare for the worst. Yes,
I
Okay.
still want to try my ladder trick. I still think that would work.
that could, but we can even lead with that.
You can go. You
Let's-
go with your clipboard.
Exactly.
Look,
and
Register
then,
your work crew. You know.
and then if anyone asks, we just say that they have biological weapons.
Let's just get in there. Let's just
Okay,
get
let's
in
go.
there.
Let's go. All right.
Let's just
all
do
right.
this.
It's-
As we're walking forward, I'm just going to touch Hector on the shoulder, and I'm just going to whisper to him, Hector, look, whatever happens, I'm sure you'll do great. And I'm going to cast guidance on him. And then as soon as I've cast guidance, I'm just going to say to him, and just remember, don't get too far from me. We'll be fine. And I'm going to cast Warding Bond on him, so he's got all of the bonuses that he gets with that.
Nice.
Oh, feeling bigger.
Before we
Very good.
before we go too far down this path, Mister, forgetting Hector, what your class is, what it's called, Artificer. You got any Artificer shit to hand out?
Artificer shit. Well, I just so happens I do.
Here is a
I'm
pile
glad I
of fecal
asked.
matter.
Let
You
me
crafted
just-
it on your
let me
old
just-
boat trip over.
Yes.
I did. I gotta find there. There it is.
Because that's proven quite handy previously.
We have a potion of swiftness here for you, Rafe.
I might be good, but someone else might need that.
Well, I might keep that for myself then, given I'm got little legs compared to the rest of you.
It's not a bad idea. Or before we left, I actually made some trees. Unfortunately, though, I was only able to make 3. I ran out of ingredients. If we caught those fish, I probably could have made some more. But anyway, so Hector, you're probably going to need one of these.
What's that? Sorry.
Oh, it's just a little treat, and when you look down, it's a bear claw. It's just like a puff pastry thing. So yeah, you can have one of those. Warbit, you're new. You're probably gonna need one of those. You don't know how we operate, so I don't want you to get into a situation where something bad could happen to you. And well, Malchus, he's kind of weirding me out with the sword, and he's not on the stream at the moment, so I can talk shit about him. Oh shit, he's there! So he was making out with his sword. Malchus, you're good at a distance, but if someone gets close to you, I'm pretty sure you'd probably be killed. So here's something for you as well. So it's nothing big, it's just a little chef's treat. Pretty much if you eat it as a bonus action, you gain 3 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Finrys.
Solid.
And are you guys
Does
all
anyone
approaching the bridgeway?
Oh, I was just going to ask if anyone would care for a magic pebble.
What does the magic pebble do?
Well, it just means that, if you're not a ranged character, you can attack from afar using the pebble. You throw it. And,
Would the pebble help me deliver the sort of spells that would hurt somebody if I touched them, but from a distance?
I don't believe so. Oh, well, it's if you can, you can make you or someone else can make a ranged spell attack with one of the pebbles by throwing it or hurling it with a sling. If you throw it, it has a range of 60 feet.
So it's a pebble.
Yeah, but it's imbued with magic.
Nice. So you could throw a pebble with a magical pebble if you want to.
Magic
That's
pebble.
pretty cool.
Heat-seeking pebble.
Oh, Rafe, you don't have any long-range stuff, do you?
No, I like to get up close and stabby.
Did you want to try
Swole
throwing
kitty.
something at someone?
I can throw things.
Would you like to
Sure.
throw a pebble? Yeah.
I'll throw a magic pebble.
Also, I'd like to say that this is the most planned we've ever gone into anything.
Pretty good. It's a whole new thing for me as a DM of this group. I'm like, oh, this is a novel approach.
All right. Well, so guys,
Just wait till Finry Leroy Jenkins it.
I'm not gonna Leroy. Okay. So we've agreed diplomacy first. Who would like to do the talking that won't immediately demand, gold, passage, and or death?
No, Malchus. No. No.
Me, please.
Bad
Henry, I have
Malchus.
the script all in my head prepared.
I can see that. However,
Man, I'm just happy to see where it
Malchus.
goes.
Malchus, is the script, hi there, could you please let us pass? No? Okay. Is that how that script goes, Malchus?
Well, not quite. Maybe it depends.
Less-
If they ask us for something, I have something.
Fewer
planned,
words?
But yeah. Well, I think you hit the main points.
Right.
Remain points.
I got the cliff notes.
So yeah,
Just-
heading
just-
towards the.
Just while me and Harm are having that little exchange, I equally kind of reach into my bag and pull out a small ring that I've used before, and I give it to him and I say, I want to thank you, and with this little token, if you ever need a little bit extra magic, use this, and you can use one extra spell for the day. Basically, it's a spell refueling ring. It says, while wearing the ring, you can recover one expended spell slot as an action. It has to be 3rd level or lower.
That's pretty cool.
Use one spell.
Harm just looks at him and just takes off the glove on the hand that's still a hand and just slides it over the flesh. It's like it fits uncannily well. This is just extraordinary craftsmanship. So it'll add to my spell capabilities. You're telling me?
No, you can recover one expended spell slot of 3rd level or lower
As an action.
as an action.
Man, magic stuff sounds so interesting. But I just can't wrap my head around it. The way you magic people can do shit.
I take my other glove off and show him the skeletal hand. You can wrap your skeleton around it if you'd like.
I don't know if bunnies hiss, but I hiss at Harm.
I've been playing
snake-
a lot of
the
the
snake
new
hisses back.
Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and
Mhm.
there's a lot of skeleton enemies, and their voice lines are incredible. It's like
Yeah.
inside every human is a skeleton waiting to be freed.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah. I love it. Well, I don't know if you noticed the
How does
poster.
Warbit?
Robin.
it's very good.
How does Warbit suddenly react to Harm's display?
Jelly hand.
Smelly hand. That's his nickname, Smelly Hand.
No,
Like
no.
some potpourri wouldn't go astray, but I mean, like, it's okay.
Huh. You're a woman of culture, I see, Warbit.
It's actually Warbit is. Sorry, I assume
I'm a boy rabbit. Yeah.
you are a boy.
You're a
rabbit.
bunny of culture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's yeah.
It's hard
Okay.
to tell sometimes. It's okay.
How about Warbit? Would you like to try lead with diplomacy?
Well, I could give it a go.
I have a charisma score of 19, so
Yeah, that'll work.
I'm pretty sure, Carlos, you probably got a high charisma too, hey?
Yeah, 20.
20. Oh, way to
Send
one up.
them.
But I used it.
Finry is just
Not
thinking to
ideal way.
himself, like he doesn't know how it's gonna go once he's spotted. If there's gonna be shots fired straight away, and he'd rather be in the back rows. So
Well,
Fair.
if I go in, I could go in alone and bunny on out of there pretty quickly.
I mean, I can cover you from far.
So, is your plan to approach alone? And how far? Because it's quite a distance. You guys haven't even got onto the walkways yet.
yeah.
How long away are you planning on going?
I don't know. I don't know if going along because they're going to know like eventually
I
that we're on our way
travel
anyway.
500 feet, so like,
In a turn.
Well, there's
yeah,
no
it's
dimension.
dimension doorway.
Yeah.
So.
Not bad. You probably feel pretty safe in that environment.
Like, why don't we should go somewhat as a group, but a little bit spaced out, not all clumped together.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
I'm going to stay at the back somewhere, I think.
Yeah, because they're going to know that
Well,
we're
yeah,
on
we've
our
got to carry
way.
this ladder.
That's
At least
right.
we'll be 10 feet
Rabbit
apart.
man.
This is a little pre-casting it, but Robin, Rafe will throw up Storm Rune when we start to get within a minute of
Yeah,
at
that's
the base
fair.
of the
Like,
tree.
you know where to expect danger to approach from, so I'll let you sort of preemptively cast it as you get close.
So that
You know,
can't be surprised as long as not incapacitated.
Yep.
And then any of us now.
Yep.
Any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check.
As you get within 1 minute of the tree stump.
Yeah.
Cool.
Roughly.
Yeah, because they are going to know that we're on our way if they don't already know. It wouldn't surprise me if they already knew that we're on our way. So
I'm sure they do. Okay.
What's the marching order? How are we doing this?
I
I can
will.
go up there with you, so you feel safe.
I will go behind a bit, but I will get my traveling cloak out. Unfortunately, it's red, so it sticks out like a sore thumb. But kind of try and like hide my face a little bit.
Yeah. But you know Agdon has got this glowing blue scarf that is his pride and joy.
So the party.
Would you
doesn't
say
know
it's
this, but part of-
crispy? Or is that
It's,
you got a
so-
blood red and a anyway?
So,
Do you happen to know what magic scarf does? How long did you spend with Agdon?
You've heard Agdon tell many a tale of how this scarf has been both a blessing and a curse. But he never really had you guys never really had time to talk. It was mostly action.
Yeah, there was a couple of times. It was one of the things that we always talked about because I'd always be naked, but then he'd always have the scarf on, and it got kind of like it was cool at first, but then it got kind of weird. There was like
every
a
time
little
it got-
excessive.
He literally never took it off.
Every time it got brought up, you just then got silenced by with the branding.
Oh,
Yeah, but I was kind of into it, so it's. But anyway, but yeah, no, it's there's something about the scarf. I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, I'm definitely going to be stealing it. But only if it presents itself, and not going to make that my main focus whilst we're there.
Not worried about the
check.
curse side of things.
Inside check.
Hey, so who have we got up front? We've got Warbit and Malchus up front, have we?
Malchus.
Sweet. Well, I'll duck
Yeah.
in behind
I'll-
them, the
I'll
front and the
be-
middle.
Rafe for 4.
I will be like sandwiched somewhere
I'll be
so I
behind
can remain
Hector.
inconspicuous within that 4.
And what's the spacing like? Are you guys far forward, or the rest of the party like pretty close by?
I'll be doing my best to hide behind anyone.
But,
Are we-
like, if you-
are we stealthing?
How far in the distance is Malchus from you?
Oh, okay.
That is
Like-
more my question.
Yeah, like
30
maybe
feet?
like 10 feet.
You guys are
No.
very close.
10 feet. Well,
30
yeah, no,
feet?
but it's like 15 to 20 feet or something. Like I'm trying hanging back, but like close enough. If anything goes wrong, I can also
Bang.
get the fuck out of there.
Awesome. So, as you
Are you
all,
single trebuchet shot? range.
Yeah, I'm out of. Okay, so if someone was to fireball Malchus, the fireball was directly centered on him. I am not close enough for the fireball to affect me. That's how close I am.
Yeah, fantastic. One fireball's range away. So, as you guys hop on to the tollway itself, you'll see the interspersed walkways that are all sort of spread out through the swamp. You head out sort of to the peak of one of them and hop up onto the platform. As you begin to walk closer, you get within sort of that 1 minute mark, and Rafe, you use your storm rune, and you everybody in the party, you get this immediate bout of knowledge. Not able to be surprised.
No, that's just me. That's just me.
Oh, sorry, just you. Sorry, you recognize that you have another party member in walking with you as you approach the tree stump.
What?
Wearing a bright blue scarf. And they seem to be walking with you towards the center without saying a word.
And Rafe is completely unsurprised by this.
Absolutely unsurprised.
Yep.
Hi.
How you doing, sweet cheeks?
I'm good. Have you been?
It's been a long time.
It really has. It really has. Sorry for. I actually was passing through, and I was like, I can take this opportunity to make things right.
You got a long way to go to make things right with me, pretty boy.
Let's just go. Rafe couldn't be surprised, but I'm completely surprised by the accent, Robin. Thank you.
I know, right?
And we find ourselves now into the next scene we have here, which is our beautiful brigand tollway. And with that, as we head into the break,
Woo!
we are going to actually do our giveaway.
Giveaway time! Last chances for entering.
Do it.
Last
Give
chance.
us a
If you haven't
giveaway.
done it yet, jump on in.
Exclamation giveaway. That's the ticket.
That's what we need to put in. Okay.
If you aren't in it, you can't win it.
So we do a
That
number
is true. I have heard that's how that works.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to close entries.
Do it.
3, 2, 1.
Boom, boom.
Entries are closed. All right, let's do it. Let's see who's going to win this
Who is the
amazing
lucky?
amount of gear.
What is it all in one go? Are we doing multiple
Yes.
picks? What's
Just
the go?
all in one go, apparently.
All in one go. Here we go.
Make
Here
a
we go.
hype. All in one go.
All
Yeah,
in
let's
one
get some
go.
hype to the chat, all
Blow
right?
that load!
see.
Blow
Come
that
on,
load!
Here it is.
And the winner
I love the
is...
inflatable cat's little gift thing.
That's so cute.
Rigged. I'm out.
You've won how many of these?
Well done, Kronos.
Let's go,
Congrats, Kronos.
You're going to be kitted out with D&D merch forever at this point.
It's
Well
just
done.
rewarding loyalty, isn't it?
It is.
It's
You know,
absolutely-
but you show up, you're always there.
Absolutely.
Very active in our Discord, yeah. Always there answering people's questions before any of us get there. So
It is
Congratulations. I hope you roll well and that this shirt ends up looking stylish as anything.
I'll message you on Discord to organize postage for your items to you as well.
oh, there you
Thank
go.
for that, buddy.
Awesome.
And
Huge
with
thanks
that,
to our suppliers of tonight's awards.
So, yeah, thank
to
you,
Maddie
Aeon.
and
Yes,
Aeon.
Aeon Craft
Aeon
and
Craft.
Maddie.
Huge.
That's okay. They've been sitting around ready to go to their new home.
Fantastic.
And just for those who want to see exactly what Kronos has won from Aeon Craft, it is the awesome gelatinous cube shirt, which you can see right here. You can jump on aeoncraft.com.au and get your own amazing D&D related apparel and get 10% off as well with the code in the chat.
Jez, are you wearing this shirt right now?
I am wearing a shirt right
Stand up.
now. I mean, why
There we
wouldn't
go.
you? If you had a gelatinous cube shirt,
Can we
why
see
would
the
you not
back
be
of
wearing
these?
it?
You can't actually see
Back.
Jez in
Yeah,
there.
can
He
you,
is.
can you
Don't forget to check out Aaroncraft's dice.
Oh
Yo.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Holy crap! Oh my god!
I'm
And
gonna
don't forget-
Google it
That's some
now.
great stuff.
Don't
It's
forget,
very good. Link in the Twitch chat.
Follow the link, yep.
So yeah,
Hit that
and
link.
don't forget to use code Rages10 at
Rages
checkout
10.
as well for 10% off your purchase.
Whoa,
Very good.
10%. That's crazy.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that's
before
a
we
pretty deal.
spend too much time just forwarding and drooling over dice, I will
Too late,
jump
already
to
there.
A quick 10-minute break, and then we'll probably be back for about another half an hour to 40 minutes to finish off the stream tonight.
No more sex
Content.
jokes, I swear.
Don't
Oh,
make
just-
promises you can't keep.
I know, I can't help it.
See you all soon.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.